Hello and welcome to our Sony Xperia Z2 phone. So the Sony Xperia has a 5-inch HT screen which is 1920 by 1080 and is superb quality. It's made by Sony and all that. So on the side you have your power button, your volume rocker and a micro SD port. On the top you have an earphone piece. Then that is it. We move down to the bottom of the device. On that same side we have a camera, and we also have a magnetic charging port. And inside this flap we have, if I can get it open here, we have the micro SD card, not micro SD, micro USB charging port and SIM card tray. So on the device it has a 2.5 GHz processor with 3 gigs of RAM, and moving between screens is very snappy and fluent, and moving in the app drawer is also very fluent. There's no lag or anything like that. In the app drawer itself, we can see if you move to the very first screen on the left, you can switch into this menu that Sony has built into their system, where you can go from most used, installed, or have it alphabetical and stuff like that, or you can search for a device. While we have the keyboard up here, when you can search in this thing, it's got the swipe action, so you can search for Facebook or something like that as well. The swipe action on the keyboard is useful for whenever you want to type a message very quickly or anything like that. So you also have built-in software from Sony called Sony Select, and that will basically just give you a rundown on certain apps that you might want to download or news or anything like that. So you can have it in your own order, which I prefer personally, but yeah, depends on your preference. On the long press of the home button, you can either get into Sony's What's New on one side, or on the other side you can get onto Google's Google Now, which will give you a list of weather things and movies you may want to watch and news updates and stuff like that. When accessing the task manager, you will experience some lag. That's purely down to software and stuff like that, I think, and everything like that. So if on the notification, if you long hold, press an app or anything and drag down, you will get app info shortcuts. There's a quick settings tab which you can customize to have what sort of settings you want in it and all of that. So we'll go ahead and test the internet here. The internet loads very good, and the pixels are not visible. Now you can pick your own apps or anything like that, so don't worry about that. So a neat feature that has been included to the camera with by Sony here is AR effect, which is augmented reality. So basically here you can, the ones that come on the phone are like Fairy Tale, Dive, Dinosaur and Masquerade and stuff like that. But here I'm going to demonstrate the dinosaur one, where basically, as you can see, it gives you, what would you call it, a landscape of dinosaur times, which, yeah, I've forgotten what that, yeah, so it gives you a volcano and gives you dinosaur and stuff like that and all that cool stuff. It's, if you tap the dinosaur, it will roar and things like that. Same for the volcano, and it will erupt. And you can also take pictures like this. So I don't know how useful this feature would be in real life, but it can be used as let's say a novelty thing for a child or something like that. So we'll be moving on here to the camera. So the camera comes in two modes. It starts you off in automatic, but really automatic doesn't give you the full pixels of the camera. The Sony Xperia Z2 comes with a 20 megapixel camera, but in automatic mode it's only 8 megapixels as it downgrades it. To get full 20 megapixels you have to go into manual to get this. So, and there you can change your auto balance and your exposure and everything as well. But you won't be able to get full 20 megapixels unless you're manual. You can also change this by, because the 28.7 megapixels is in 4:3 format. If you really want to shoot in 16:9 or something like that, you can have 15 megapixels, which will get you 16:9. The camera is very sharp, and it also has the ability to take 4K video. You can do time shift videos. You can defocus the background with software. You can create effects, find, info eye. The info eye is basically if you take a picture of something, it will give you info on it. Time shift, social live, sweep, panoramas, and all of your normal things you would expect from a camera. The camera's very sharp and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead here and test the game here. So the games load relatively quickly, depending on the type of game, obviously. So here I'm going to play Zombie World War. So we'll see how this loads and plays and everything like that. So that's just basically an app. It's a game with 2.5 gigahertz processor and everything, and 3 gigs of RAM. All games should run perfectly well. There should be no lag or anything like that, as it is a very quick phone. So you can see that loaded extremely quickly. With the sound from games and music and everything is very high quality. That's because of the two front-facing stereo speakers. It's kind of like HTC boom sound, but it's not quite as crisp and clear and stuff like that, or as loud. It's louder than your standard, say, Samsung speaker. It's on the back of the phone. That's because it's on the back, and this is on the front, and it gives a more rich sound and like that. So your music app from Sony is the Walkman app. It gives you my library, playlists, and everything you would expect from a music app. So you can also get new releases and charts and featured playlists and stuff from Sony themselves. So I'll go here to playlists, and I'll find there's nothing in that one. I'm gonna play you a song here, and hopefully to demonstrate the quality of the speakers and what you would like to see from it. You can also change the play queue thing, the play queue menu and stuff like that, so you different whatever way you want to play. So here's the song. So with the phone, you probably remember my MacBook Air review. That was completely filmed on this phone. So the quality of it is extremely good, 1080p normally, and if you really want to go to 4K and everything like that, that's absolutely brilliant. This phone, in summary, is a really good phone. It comes with 4G and all of that. It's really up to date and it's really, really quick. So if you really want to buy this phone, it's really great value for the money, and I would extremely recommend you buy it. And it's also waterproof and dustproof and all of that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye!